What's up, my diggers? So this past Sunday, me, Charlie, Bearden, and Keebler got out to a couple of different sites, and it was super, super hot. I brought a big, like, 2-liter jug of water with me, and we didn't get out there till about lunchtime or high noon, and after about 3.5, 4 hours out there, drinking water here and there the whole time, I had that whole jug gone, and wasn't enough. Still ended up with a pretty nasty headache. But luckily I got back to the shack, snapped on a couple of Mind FX on the way home, and after a couple hours, my cells filled back up with fluids, and my head felt better, and my stomach wasn't hurting, and I was feeling much better. So thanks to the Stealth Doctor for the Mind FX formula and all the electrolytes and goodies and stuff that you put in there. The first site we went to was a somewhat unexplored site that Charlie and Keebs knew about. I figured they'd take us up there and see. You know, this time of year a lot of stuff is overgrown. Fields are too tall to swing in. They're like meadows. And a lot of the home sites are the same kind of way. You know, the poison ivy's getting pretty tall, and I don't care if it's a Morgan dollar in the thicket of that poison ivy patch. Someone else can have it. I ain't getting it. You guys saw me last year. Ugh. Look at the places we get to hunt. I mean, just some beautiful, amazing landscape. And, you know, that's another reason that it doesn't matter if we find awesome colonial things and Spanish silver, or, you know, we don't find 15 handfuls of large cents every single day and all these sick finds. You know, it's about the friendships and the camaraderie, the good times that we have, and the beauty of nature in general. And we wore it out today, let me tell you. Let me get these cleaned up, and I'll show you what I got. And while I'm cleaning these, you guys can watch a couple of clips of what the other guys found.
Funny motherfuckers here. We like to say what's up, guy. It's our way to say hi. In February, it is good to know a plow guy. It is shaped like a key, also where I like to ski. Tell by my belt buckle that I'm most definitely from.
So we're at today's dig site. Kit has landed. We've got myself, Mr. Keebler, Beardo, and Digger Charlie. We're going to hike this trail and come out to a supposed home site. We've never been here before. Charlie's never been here before, so it's like virgin ground. What'd you get there, Beardo?
Everyone show your cultures. Sunglasses.
Nice. Brand name?
The eared things are gone. Doesn't have any markings on it.
Charlie got a Carolina State quarter, and Keebler got a cable TV end. First dig. That's my culture. Miller Lite. Very nice. Okay, now you can get excited. What'd you get?
Very nice. My first
Sweet.
flat button. Up here and
Broke your flat button, Cherry. Very nice.
I'll stop you.
Congrats, man.
Thank you.
So, besides a couple of buttons, we've been having a tough go at it today. That ox shoe I just dug. Charlie says he thinks he finally got something. Ooh, tomback?
It's tomback.
Sweet. Ooh.
Whoa.
Is that a link?
It's the
root?
shank. Yeah, root.
Untwisted?
It's the shank all untwisted.
Wow. Congrats, buddy. So first up in the culture of that field, what I was telling you was an ironic find, is this pull tab. It says, "Fight litter." It's got a little finger with a bow tied on it to remind you to fight litter. So that's what I did today. This looks a lot to me like it was most likely...
This little bugger, well, big bugger, I have to get it cleaned up better. Looks like it's got some fancy on it. Appears to be lead. I don't know if it was a bracelet or what. I'll have to get it cleaned up some more. Excuse the coffee jitters. She's about 6 inches down. Show you a better picture. Right about now. A man's bracelet. One piece broke off. Because I can't think of another reason why you would have a wide piece of pewter in this style of a shape. I straightened it out a little bit. But look at the edging on that. Unless that ran through some sort of a splining machine that would do that. I can only imagine that that was a bracelet. It feels like lead. It's soft too. It's really soft. But pewter is really soft too, especially pewter with lead in it. Then this little bugger. So, right in this hole here, amongst all these roots, I was getting a 55 to 60 signal. I get this little tiny, I don't know if it's the back side of a two-piece button or a brass tack. It's got a flat shank on it. But just a couple of seconds ago, Charlie says, huh. Huh, indeed. What'd you get, Charlie?
As promised, a button after 8 shotgun Wayne shells and 1 oxen shoe.
A little tiny button, possibly a snap.
Looks like it's got a letter scribed there.
It does. If my camera will focus on it, we can see it. There it is. Most definitely. Very nice.
It's a start.
It's something.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. And that's what we do with our cigar butts, so they don't start forest fires.
Which I don't know if it's a brass tack of some kind or what. But you can see the shank coming through and peened over on that end. And then this little beauty. This is my favorite piece of the day.
So this is interesting. I just saw it through the camera just like you did. That's a face. I don't know what this is. Some kind of a brooch. Or maybe a piece of jewelry. Rang up like a shotgun shell. I did straighten that bar out just a little bit, but I don't want to break it. So this is some sort of a pin or a brooch. Looks like it's still got some gold gilding right here. And possibly around here. That's fancy. Cool.
It's starting to look like a Cabbage Patch doll now. But that is a beautiful lady with hair flowing down and to the right and up and to the right. And that bar across the two pieces had this bracket on it right here. I've already posted pictures of this in the group, and somebody suggested part of a lady's waist buckle, like for a belt. But I've yet to be able to find any pictures of it. But that's what would have been the back side. It would have fit together. I'm trying to do this through the camera. Like this. Which would make sense that could slide over and hook onto another piece of metal. So that might be a lady's belt buckle. That's pretty sweet. When I had this all dirty and everything, Keeves took a look at it and did the sideways angle light on it. And he got a date of 1939, which I was psyched about. Because I was pretty sure that was the first year of the Jefferson
We're on our way
nickel.
out. Gonna go to another site. And Charlie's just swinging as he goes and comes across the surface signal over here and says, it's probably a shotgun shell. So I scanned it with my machine. My machine liked it a lot more. It's only a Jefferson, but it's a coin. I'll get a year off of it. It's not a war nickel.
But as you can see after cleaning it at home, it's a 1959 Jefferson nickel, which isn't cool except for the fact that, you know, one of the other guys said it was a shotgun shell. And my machine we have affectionately nicknamed the Nickel Sniffer.
And one more reason why. This 4-hold sewing button. And there it is. It's a teeny tiny button. Let me see if I can get some detail off of that little puppy. She's tiny. Sometimes referred to as an underwear button, just because they had no shank protruding out the backside to poke you in your naughty bits. This flat button, which I've been cleaning it little by little, it was some kind of probably nickel-plated copper, but the way it's cleaned up, I'm leaving it like this. Semi-live dig. Holes right there. Still on the lip. Probably, I don't know, 10, 15 yards away from where I was. Right there. Appears to be another button. Yep. Sure is. Very nice. Clean it up, see if there's any design, but it's probably just a flat button. Sweet. Because it looks like colonial camouflage, which is very cool looking. So I'm going to leave it like that. I couldn't get any nomenclature off of the back, which we sometimes get. And it almost looks like maybe a spun tomback or a pewter button, but it's definitely got a strong copper base to it. So maybe it was just some sort of pot metal that they messed around with. A couple of square buckles. These would have been off of horse tack. They're iron. Another ox shoe. And there it is. Number 2 for me for the year. And then this itty bitty teeny weeny button. So right there between Keebler's feet, there's a plug. You can barely see it. I swung over it and got a signal in the 50s. And this was sitting right on the surface.
The shank is as big as the button.
Come on, focus.
Wow.
Look at that. It's like a haycorn button. Like a haycorn. That's cool. I'll get it cleaned up and show you a better picture.
Fancy.
You can see it's got some sort of a funky design to it. But whoever dug that hole first must have tossed this off to the side of the plug or had it at such an angle that they couldn't pinpoint it again. And when they closed the plug, filled in their hole, and walked away, this was left in the tailings. But she's tiny, and even on the surface it was a bugger to find. And I don't usually like pull tabs, but this one was cool. So that's pretty cool. It's a ring pull, but it's got the root growing right through it. I'm going to try and get it root and all. Cool. I don't mind digging a ring pull that looks that cool. And this is the original root that grew through it. So I kept it intact the way I found it. I thought that was pretty neat. That's all of it, kids. And over there we have the trash. Big horseshoe, probably part of a stove door. Shotguns, shells, bullets, bottle caps, sheet metal. You name it, we dig it. And the other thing I gotta let you guys know about, this stuff right here, Ben's 100. I am in no way, shape, or form sponsored by these people, but I gotta tell you, I use this on my bear skin, and everybody knows that I use the permethrin on my clothes. I got one mosquito bite the entire time we were out there, and there was times where there was literally clouds of mosquitoes flying around us. Of course, they're still flying around me and buzzing around and stuff, but not one bite. But I gotta warn you, if you keep your sunglasses up on your hat when you don't need them, and you turn around and spray this stuff all over your head and neck and about your face and chest, don't get it on your sunglasses. It will ruin them. Charlie informed me of that after I discovered that my sunglasses were ruined, and it's from the DEET. DEET melts plastic. Tip of the day. Well, that's it for today. We are all sweated out, all out of water, starting to get a headache, so we out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. So that was it. Again, not a extremely phenomenal day, more of a typical day that we have out here. So once again, thank you all for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and stay tuned for the next video, which is going to come after this one and before the one after that. I have no idea what I'm going to find to put in that video, but you're going to watch it and you're going to like it. That's all I got to say. All right? Swing, beat, dig.
Yeah, I'm up at Conway, now I'm down in Manchester, next to Adam Sandler, but I'll be Woods forever. I'm the new Salinger, cause I could live anywhere, but I choose to live here, the middle of nowhere. I used to shop in Salem, next to Rockingham Park, right there up on 28, you'll find Canopy Lake Park. Bring me up to Portsmouth, the saloon at State Street, catch me up at Gillies after hours for some late eat. It's not the Kangamangus, it's the Kankamagus, it's a scenic byway that I like to drive in August. Now I'm down in Bedford, home of Seth Meyers, yeah, also Sarah Silverman, we're funny motherfuckers here. We like to say what's up, guy, it's our way to say hi. In February it is good to know a plow guy. It is shaped like a key, also where I like to ski. Tell by my belt buckle that I'm most definitely from